You always complain of marginalization. Now the president, in his own wisdom, has brought you people in. Now you are telling me that your community, you are the one sabotaging that. And I'm not going to accept that. I said, okay, go to the district head now. Call me on phone. He went to the head there and called me, and I spoke to the district head. He said, oh, this. I said, something must be wrong with some of you. You think you can sabotage our efforts? I wouldn't allow that. Now, I will be the one, I will come by myself. I will supervise the demolition and let heaven come down. Even though I know heaven will not come down. Even when heaven comes down, heaven will be at peace. So that's why I came and I went there. And the bloody district head was there. I said, who are you? He says, this head, check it out. Come and demolish the place. It's for the interest of the public, it's not me. We don't even need to pay. All they do is that when they know that a road is going here, you see them putting up something. So they will go and get compensation. But it's okay. Nobody, we are not going there to say we are taking land to build a corridor of road that will bring development. And you want to sabotage it. No, we said no, we can't take it. We will not take it. And that was what happened.
So it's not the entire community that is affected?
No, it is a road corridor.
Because the impression they created yesterday was that, okay, you are going to pay compensation, but the compensation is not enough to resettle them anyway.
You see what I've
Why
told you
don't
here?
you also give them land?
Just go there. Well, what is the compensation? What are the houses? No, what are these houses you are talking about? All the small, like this one here. Somebody wants to collect $1 million. You, look at what I'm saying. Look at it. I mean, people just do things, taking government for granted. You could not to do that. We are not taking the whole community. Okay. A road is passing this way. So those houses or that along that corridor, we have to compensate you. And you are telling me you have your shrine here, your grandfather died here. What's my business?
Your Excellency, at the heart of this controversy is the lingering issue of the failure of the federal government to settle the issues of indigenes, compensation, resettlement in Abuja.
It's not correct. Now, well, I know you are from Abuja. Let me tell you, it's not correct. Compensations have been made several years ago.
No.
I can tell you that. Compensations have been made several years ago. Take for example, where I live, near Aduma, compensations have been given to them more than 20 years ago. Now, but government has not been able to move them out. Now we are asking, okay, we want to develop this area now. They've come back. So look, they want compensation. But compensation have been paid years ago. You see, you see, the problem we have is that government, some people don't want to say, look, this is an assignment, and I should be able to carry out this assignment. Oh, people will complain. There's nothing you do that people will not complain. That land had been allocated more than 15 years ago. Now, if we want to carry out that assignment now, they will accuse us that we are doing a land grabbing. But there's no way we can allow that to be there. There's no way. It's not possible. But I've given the human face. That's okay, no problem. They've eaten the money years ago. Let us do another compensation. And you are telling me you are the one to determine how much that should be paid. We are doing a road to Wasa Junction now by CGC. And one of the roads the president had to commission by this May. I went there by myself. They complained, oh, compensation. That's okay. I called everybody. Called the Department of Resettlement and Compensation. What is the problem? They said the money is too small. How is it too small? That's okay. Double it. Pay them. And they were paid. As I speak to you now, go and see what's going on there. I'm not the one that's going to use the road alone. It's for development of the people. Why are we doing it as if you are going to pay compensation? You're also telling government to go and build houses for you. You are not taking a whole community. It's the road a corridor. Therefore, only those houses that are affected that should be paid compensation. And you're not telling us, no, even if you give us money, go and build houses for us.
But hasn't that underpinned the need for a kind of mass housing for the poor in some parts of Abuja instead of building?
That's a different thing altogether.
Yeah, but
the point
as a last solution.
No. The point we are making, if we are coming to a community to say that the entire community relocate, then you talk about building houses for them, not the road corridor where 20 houses are affected and compensated all over the world. All over the world. So you cannot tell me that already the place has been designed before now. We are not the ones who did the master plan of Abuja. We are only following the master plan. Two, in doing this too, there are people who will be affected. Therefore, you also have to look at it in a way that they should also not lose out. And we are doing that. And then you are trying to sabotage us by saying, look, let us make sure that this road does not, the whole commission is in me. I have a duty. I have a duty to carry out. And I must do that job.
I just made that suggestion.
Now, yes, I agree. The mass housing you are talking about.
In case we are looking in that direction.
I have told you, if we are
because we are building houses for judges, we are building houses for... These are people who already have the means to have houses.
No, I don't agree with you. I don't. We must stop this that we are doing. Take, for example, that you are building houses for the judges, police, and the rest. Whose job are they doing? Whose function are they carrying out?
But they have means to have houses.
What is the means that they have
so where are
to
we
carry out their job? What we are trying to say, if we are relocating a community, then you have to resettle a community. If we are saying that, for example, this is a community, and government wants to build school, university here, then it calls for, in relocating them, you have to go and build houses for them.
Yeah, but
if we are saying road corridor that takes, take for example, 50 meters, for example, it does not take the entire community.
Yes.
So you have to pay compensation.
Yeah.
And some of the houses are not completely out, just part of it. But you cannot say because road is passing here, therefore the entire community should be relocated. There should be houses for them. Who does that?
Maybe you need to improve communication.
Which part of the world will you tell me? Those of you who say you travel, Benga, so that you don't sell wrong ideas. Tell me where.
We have listened to your explanation of the Gishiri case. We completely understand the issue now. We just made that suggestion away from issues like this.
No, it cannot be away.
Does your administration, for instance?
You are not placing in a proper perspective. If you have
we'll separate it.
If you say, look, where in this world that a road corridor, that the government will now relocate the entire community.
We said you are right. You are right on that.
And the traditional rulers too. I thought that the FCT administration had a very good relations with the traditional rulers.
There are some traditional
but they say they are not enjoying.
Who are also involved in politics. And I want to tell them, you can't do that with me. You can't do that with me. If you don't want to, see, we try to respect traditional institutions. Okay. But you must understand that you have a boundary, a limitation. And I will not sit here and allow you to sabotage government efforts. I will not allow that.
Okay.
I won't.
Honorable Minister, let me take you back to your home states. Now that you've succeeded in the Supreme Court has given its verdict.
Who succeeded?
Well, the gladiators, one of the gladiators. So the Supreme Court, they've spoken, and a lot of people will tell you that what we need in Rivers State now is maybe a political solution to the crisis in River State. Now the governor reached out to members of the House of Assembly, and they didn't turn up. And the assembly people, they are saying that look, we weren't invited properly. In all this logjam, the local government chairman, they've been told to leave office, and the governor has reiterated that he is going to follow the verdict of the Supreme Court. He's going to adhere to it. Now, what is the bone of contention now?
First of all, let me correct an impression. When you say I have succeeded, I follow the path of rule of law I follow the path of justice. In this country, we always like people who carry violence. We don't like people who say, look, let the rule of law prevail. Let justice be done. When you go to court, people think you're making problem. But when you go and snap picture to say, I will disrupt the oil pipeline, and then government will respect you. People will respect you. We don't want crisis. But people come and say, look, what you are doing is not right. Can we follow due process and do this? I cannot believe it in this country we are today. For whatever reason it is. Nigerians are talking about stressing the issue that 3 members of the House will sit and make laws for a state that we are talking about Supreme Court. Do we need to go to Supreme Court? I mean, just tell me, in a modern democracy, in the modern world we are, forget about you don't like Wike, you must not like Wike. You don't need to like him. As you are seated here, in your own conscience, are you telling me 3 members will constitute a parliament? Hold on.
6 members
Hold.
You were governor.
Yes.
That's not correct. Now, please. You see, people should stop all this. Even when they say so, why not do their own researches? It's not what they say. What is their own research? Remember, assembly was inaugurated. Remember, there was tribunal. Court of Appeal nullified some seats. Court of Appeal nullified some seats. Before that time, the budget had been done. And then we did a rerun. And assembly was full. If anybody tells you that I, as governor, presented a budget to the number that's not what is required by the Constitution, it's a blatant liar. Prove it. It's not a question of going to Arise, which is their normal television, or going to a channel. No. Prove empirical evidence.
People are saying that you are not magnanimous in victory.
What
that it's like a winner takes all things.
Well, hold on.
You are grandstanding.
Hold on, winner what? You see, put in the winner what? What did you win? Now let me say something. Don't distract me. Let me say something. You said the governor Richard. You have had a forced relationship with an arm of government. If you're a good politician, it's just that you go and write later. Hold on. If you're a good politician, you have had a forced relationship with me for how many years? I've never sat down with you. I've never spoken with you. You see my salaries. You see my allowances. Guaranteed by law. You took it. No problem. Now you won a court of appeal. It didn't even occur to you. Even though I won a court of appeal, I think what peace. The matter went to Supreme Court. And Supreme Court now gave judgment. Then the next thing we do, that you want to implement, who says no? Is it by writing letter? And who signed the letter? A bloody SSG. Who signed letter to a head of arm of government? What an insult is that? You are telling me here, Senate to government will sign letter to the President of Senate or to Speaker of the House of Representatives. The President is coming to President Budget. Is it right it is done?
What should he have done?
If you're a politician, you know what to do. Look, I don't understand. Listen. First of all, assuming you want to go through that route, what is normally done? You call the leadership and say, listen, this is where we are. I want to present this budget back to you. They agree. Okay. Let's look at it. Next week will be okay for us. You are not the one to write that I'm coming to present budget tomorrow. Who does that? No, who does that? You went to play to the gallery that you wrote a letter, which is rubbish. I have been in government. I don't just write a letter to Mr. Speaker. I'm coming to present budget tomorrow morning. I think your children. Do you know their engagement? All this is done is to tell you that I'm sincere. Mr. Speaker, where are you? Are you at home? Can you come? Can I come? Can we talk? And they agree on something. And then Mr. Speaker will go back and call his colleagues. Listen, Mr. Governor called me. I met with him. He said, look, he wants to present budget so day. It's okay. Monday, Tuesday. But Speaker, you know that our schedule is so tight. Okay, no, let us accommodate. That's how things are done. All these letters you are writing is useless. You are not sincere. You are playing to the gallery. Everybody knows you are not sincere. You are playing to the gallery. A true politician will not do that way. Let me tell you, Mr. President was to present budget to the National Assembly. Assembly people were not happy for one thing or the other. We met in ESCO, and they said, oh, they've shifted it to the next so day. Why? He had to meet with leadership to agree some gray areas. He doesn't need to write letter. A man who does not want peace is a man who is playing to the gallery. Writing a letter, I've written letter. Written letter to who? To your son?
Well, you make this meeting sound very, very easy. After a frosty relationship, that might not be very easy.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, so now you agree with me. After a frosty relationship, you have suffered their families. They cannot pay their children's school fees. Their money they are entitled. Court gave order, you cannot stop their money. You had a penchant of disobeying court orders. This is a country where, I have never, we like things that somebody is doing something wrong. Instead of you to come out to say, look, what you are doing is wrong. You go and capture, oh, it is a social political opponent. What kind of rubbish is that? Must you not have opponent? In politics, must you not have opponent? Is there any law that says in politics, everybody must queue behind you? So what is all this? Oh, his opponent. So what? If you give your opponent opportunity to make you unstable, then you will be unstable. You will be. There's no law. After all, there are also people who are working against Tinubu's administration. So Tinubu cannot come and complain. My opponents are working against his opponents. Did they tell him that they will make him to be comfortable? Who does that?
Your Excellency, some people might say, the frostiness is, on both sides in terms of the ultimatums that were given.
Yes,
the ultimatums that were given by the Amawile's led legislators about presenting the budget, and also the issues of the commissioners that were elected without vetting from the...
Now you have taken that point. Now let me tell you something. Are you not going to commend them? That they even agreed that we are ready. Can you present the budget? You are presenting to 3 people now. So the budget is there. It's not as if you are going to do it. Okay, carry it. Come on, we are ready to work with you.
But for the interest, the nuance was different.
I'm coming. What?
The nuance was different. They gave them an ultimatum.
No, you see, that's the problem. Come. When you say automatic, I say within 48 hours, submit your budget. What is substance? No, I can't be ready by 48 hours. Give me 1 week. What is wrong in that? Why are we always capitalizing on things that if you really want the peace of the state, why are you picking on things that will not help? If the legislators say, we are going on recess for the interest of the state, if you can present the budget within 48 because we are living on recess, have they not done well? All you would have done as a sincere person is to say, look, no, it's too urgent for me. can you people shift your research? Give me 1 week. That's how people do things. You don't just come out, hey, why should I give ultimatum? Who the hell are you? No. Listen. Who the hell are you? The governor is not sincere. I never knew he's this kind of character. Let me tell you, Supreme Court said that nowhere 3 members can sit and legislate for the state. You took your Attorney General, Commissioner, for these 3 members to screen. And Supreme Court said it's not possible. And some people said, look, submit the list of members of your cabinet. We are willing to screen them. Instead of us to applaud them, you are saying, why should they give time limit? I'm traveling. I want to do it now before I travel. What's wrong in that? Now what you did, to hell with those a lot of people. Those are the people.
Honorable Minister.
Your selfish interest.
Those are people actually.
Yes.
Can I finish?
Those are people who elected.
Hold on. It's not correct. Those are people who are deceiving the governor, who are collecting his money. Let me tell you, if they're intelligent, governor, they gave you 48 hours. Governor, tell them 48 hours is not enough. I need 1 week. You don't go and begin to sow seed of discord. You don't do that. As they are now, they are hot. It is in your place to say, look, I know you're hot. I'm sorry. See what has happened. Don't act as if you're a father. Now, what they did, when the assembly said, submit list, he now told his commissioners to go to court. The commissioners went to court, challenging the assembly that we cannot live as commissioners after Supreme Court has given judgment on this matter.
Is that a fact?
It's the truth. They went to State High Court. Of course, you know, the worst State High Court today we have is the State High Court.
It wasn't like that when you were there.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. Look, I respect court judgment. I do. How would I look like as a life bencher? I perpetrate in disobeying court orders.
But because of your interest now,
what's my interest?
The average Riverian on the streets, they are saying that, look, because of your interest.
When did you go to the street to listen to them?
They are saying the state allocation has been seized now.
By who?
Because of your interest.
By who? Okay, hold on. By whose conduct?
The Supreme Court has ordered.
Instead of you to say, thanking us, to making sure the right thing is being done.
Are you happy?
And aren't you worried that Rivers staff will not be paid? They will not be paid salaries because of this.
Now, let me tell you something. Do you know you ought to commend us for challenging illegality? How many states can do that? How many states can tell their governor what they are doing is wrong? In our state, we say no. 3 people cannot constitute an assembly. 3 people cannot appropriate funds for you to spend. Instead of you to commend us, you have said who can do it. They would have bought the assembly members. I said, no, we are not prisoners of war. Well, we are not. And that's why the assembly said, look, you can't continue to do this. Let you go and buy them. They will not agree. The right thing, hold on, the right thing must be done. And we challenge illegality. Today we are happy that Supreme Court has made a pronouncement. The Apex Court has made a pronouncement. Who is wrong? Who is right? Commend those who challenge illegality. Don't commend those who said we will do anything that's wrong.
Nobody could challenge you during your time. The state assembly
cannot
just stand up to look at you.
That is my problem with you.
During your 8 years.
Who told you? Okay, the mayor said nobody challenged me.
There's no record of that.
Hold on now.
Any speaker.
Okay, hold on. The mayor said, let me tell you. The speaker and assembly members are not their children. You must have a relationship with them. I sit with them. We eat together. We drink together. We play together. They're not your boys. They're not your girls. They were elected, as you were also elected. Some of them, it was through the election that made you to win the election. So you must not treat them as if they're my boys. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Legislature is a different arm of government. It's not an attachee to executive arm. So you must be careful. I see that I traveled my legislature. I do. As I'm traveling, as Mr. Speaker, can I have 3, 4, 5 members to accompany me for this trip? It's a building relationship. The president travels. He said, look, call me so senator. Call me so House of Representatives. I wanted to join me in my trip. You create relationship. It's not a master-servant thing. You cannot do it. If you have been doing it before, you succeeded, does not mean today you will succeed. And the world, you see, we are moving to a world that you cannot try it. And the problem the governor has today, those around him who are milking him, they have milked the state. And governor said it yesterday. I thought he should have said on his face, said the parties, that the money they have spent. No, I didn't spend that kind of money. No way. None of my lawyers told me you are going to pay this. He must have a good relationship with people. Goodwill pays a lot.
All right,
and that's what paid for us. It's because we have good relationship with our lawyers. No lawyer say you must pay this, you must pay this. But I know what their own team spent. And they make him. They are not telling him the truth. His lawyers bungled their case. And they don't want to tell the people. Yesterday, I heard that some people went to see Mr. President. Pandef. Yes. It's the worst organization anybody can rely on.
Why?
Let me tell you. I used to tell my father, I said, Dad, I go to him. I'm disappointed with this. If you continue with this, I'm not going to support you. I will not be a party to it. If you have a father who is always interested in money, he can sell his child or his children. All these leaders, look at the comments they have made. Mr. President intervened in this matter. Mr. President intervened. I'm not talking about Vice President. Mr. President intervened. Vice President was there. National Security Advisor was there. National Security Advisor signed for implementation of peace. This same Pandef came out and said, Mr. President has no right. They took Mr. President to court. People like Chief Saraibe, one of the worst persons you can ever think of. One of the merchants, political merchants. Data Smith, whom I respected, went to government house. Look at the statement he made. I'm an Ijaw man. You're an Ijaw man. Call us. We'll be with you. An elder statesman would go and make such a statement. Now you are the same person coming again now to go and meet Mr. President to intervene. Intervene what? Mr. President that had no right? Mr. President that you took to court? That you had no power to intervene? They took Mr. President to court. From the State High Court of River State, down to the Court of Appeal, they lost. Down to Supreme Court. Now, people do things, you don't want to go back to let people know the correct thing. Now, Supreme Court have given judgment. Now, you are going to tell President to do what? Yeah, President should do what?
Sorry,
that Supreme Court judgment should not be obeyed.
Yeah, but the governor has said he would obey the judgment, and there are calls for his impeachment. Would you support the impeachment of Governor Fubara?
Excuse me. Who called for impeachment? We said they have called. Who called?
People who are seem to be loyal to you are saying that they are going for the jugular.
I didn't know you have record of people who are loyal to me. I didn't know your business is to sit down, write names of people who are loyal to me.
But will you support an impeachment?
If you have committed an offense to be impeached, what is wrong? Is it a criminal offense? It's provided in the Constitution.
You can't just wait till 2027 to vote him out.
Am I a member of the Assembly? The point I'm making, if you have committed an infraction of the Constitution and the Assembly deems it fit to say you should be impeached, let me tell you, politics is not played just like this. Is it the first person that people have threatened about impeachment? Don't you know what to do? What is all this hula value that they will impeach? And let me tell you, and I have heard people say, oh, if they impeach him, there will be breakdown of law and order. Rubbish. Hold on, rubbish. Those which is just nonsense.
Militants. Ethnic coloration.
Rubbish. Tell me who are the militants? Who is not a militant? Who is born as a militant? No, tell me the person that's born the day you were giving birth. They say you're a militant. Who is not a militant? Who cannot blow at the pipeline? Why do you arrogate this power to a certain group of people? It's just people are the only people who can blow pipeline. What nonsense is that? Who told the people cannot blow pipeline? Who told the people cannot blow pipeline? Who told the people cannot blow pipeline? Why do we arrogate powers to people? There's nothing like that. Two, who is the one doing the contract of the pipeline? Who is the one doing the pipeline contract? The sovereign. It's not a Johnson. It's not a Tompolo. It's not Antita. They gave you now to do surveillance. You are the one correcting with the German. And they say Ijaw people are going to blow pipeline. And somebody will hear that. That's crap. Look, the moment I hear that, to hell, how dare you threaten a country? How dare you?
So you're discussing the threats?
Which threat? It does not exist. It does not exist. These are political things planted by some people in government. Look, all of us know ourselves. All of us know ourselves. You make an appointment of MD of NDC, they threaten, they blow pipeline. You make an appointment here, they threaten, they blow pipeline. What kind of country are we in? As a sitting president, you threaten me that if you follow what the court said, I will blow up everywhere. Let the whole place be blown off. People must learn. Enough is enough. You don't tell me anybody that. I was a governor. I see security reports. I said, this security report, this one is fake. I said, it's fake. I said, the director says, this one is fake. Take it out. I know where this one is coming from. That's one security report you see. You laugh. Planted by people in government who are in support of what the young boy is doing.
All right, sir. But we may have to move towards solution. At the end of the day, we mentioned political solution at the beginning of the discussion. The people who are in a face-off, this long face-off, members of the assembly, even the governor came through your, political wing. He was your boy. So there must be a way that the Rivers people won't suffer.
That's what I thought you should have said. Now, everybody, the assembly people should have shown they are coming from somewhere. We cannot deny where we are coming from. We must be grateful. But for certain persons, we may not have been here. Now you want them to obey us. But you two, that came through us, you don't want to obey. Why are you not compelling us to put on the assembly people, but not to be loyal? Who told you they are not human? That blood is not flowing, it's water. Why not if they say, sir, we have been loyal now, we don't want to be loyal again. After all, the governor you brought him to now, is he loyal to you? Yes. So why do you people want only one group to be loyal? And the other one should not be loyal. Whom you are supporting, giving all the back. The truth must be told. I have told people, when law speaks, all this Asawana will die. And the law has spoken. And all this, let me tell you something. And people should have that right. It just does not constitute the majority of the Niger Delta. People must speak out the truth. Heaven will not fall. You only die once, not 2 times. It just does not constitute the majority of the Niger Delta. What nonsense every day you wake up? Ijaw will do this. In Akwa Ibom, Ijaw cannot be governor. In Delta, Ijaw is the minority of the minority. With all due respect to our late elder statesman, Edwin Clark, he's from Delta. He has never produced Ijaw man to be governor of Delta. He has never. The only place Ijaw man can solely be governor is in Bayelsa State. Not in Edo, not in Rivers, a minority of the minorities. But out of our own benevolence, live and let live. I'm Matisse Luko. Gentlemen, we are working as a team. We are members of the same political family. Let's allow this to go this area. If it is by strength, it cannot be the Ogonis. It cannot be the Epayes. It cannot be the Ikweres. He cannot. Every time you hear this, he just said this, he just didn't say this. What kind of system are we talking about?
Honorable Minister.
When people do something to bring everybody together, you appreciate it. In fact, when I brought this governor, they said no, it's not the real job. They said not the real job. If you are talking about his job, he should come to the Calabaris. How can you say if they want to give governor to his job, it should be a popo? You see the problem that we're in. And you close your eyes, you did it. All those who fought me, who said, no, we cannot accept this, are the ones parading themselves, hanging around him, taking his money.
Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, do you have your attention now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure, because I know how all of this started, I'm sure you are not just interested in winning the war. As the leader, you should also be interested in winning the battles and, of course, winning peace as well. If you listen to the way Mr. President spoke yesterday, it will seem as if the pathway to peace has been thrown to the leadership of that state. And between you and Governor Sifubari, I see you as the leader. Would you do everything possible as the leader to pick up the gauntlet and draw up a roadmap, a pathway to peace?
Does he think I have a role to play? Has he ever called me one day?
I am putting it to you.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can
that you should pick up the gauntlet.
You can take a horse to the stream, but you cannot force the horse to drink water. You have a problem. Now let me tell you why it's very difficult. No, let me tell you, people should understand. Look, if he was a good person, we have an elder, Chief Ferdinand Alabraba, 80 something years. I'm sure at the time he made his money, this boy was not born. This governor was not born. He was the one who cried in our meeting for the German to be chosen to be governor. This elder statesman, he cried in the meeting because the consensus almost had treated the Rogodis. In fact, while we were there, the primary was to take place. So the primary was delayed. The rumor had even gone to the delegates that my former Commissioner of Finance, who's a good chap, is the one to be picked. This governor stepped down for him. That is his boy. It was this elder statesman, Ferdinand Alabraba. He nearly collapsed. He said, look, they should not do this to him. O.C. Dokota was there. This boy, I'm quite a boy, went and abused this elder statesman, that one elder who doesn't know what he's doing. A man who had made money long before even he was born. His children went to the best of the schools. Now he can't go back to him now. He went on television, abused O.C. Dokota, so-called legal luminary, so-called. OCJ attended Buffalo University, attended the University of London, a respected former president of NBA, former chairman of Body of Benchers. You will go on to national television, abuse OCJ. Chief Sergeant Awuse was sick, was under coma. We were praying to God, let Awuse recover. Awuse was one of those who said, look, let's allow him. Awuse was in hospital. Chairman of Rivers State National Rule, this boy came out on national television and removed Awuse. That Awuse was not trustworthy. A man who was dying. Now, he does not know where to run to again. Ordinarily, these are the people that will call the assembly people. Listen, stop. But nah, don't forget about me. Forget about me.
No, but it's not possible.
No, you have the power to stop this.
Sorry,
you have the capacity.
Now you are giving me
the responsibility.
No,
yes, and the president said so yesterday.
But you don't have what it takes to give me responsibility.
Well, Nigerians are looking up to you.
Can I tell you something? The president knows my position. I'm not a man, but my president knows my president.
That you don't want peace?
President, what is peace? What is important that let the right thing be done. When the right things are done, there will be peace. But if the right is not done, how would you say peace? Peace is predicated on doing the right thing. Go and present your budget. Go and submit the list of your commissioners. You cannot continue to do illegality. Okay. The assembly summoned the chairman, one of the most corrupt persons I've ever met. The chairman of the River State Independent Electoral Commission. Yes, one justice, enably retired. Let him challenge me. He knows me. Assembly summoned him. He has gone to court, State High Court, because the Chief Judge is his friend. So we know. But you see, at the end of the day, it will not end there. Assembly summoning chairman of INEC, for example, National Assembly. The chairman will now go to court. I mean, look at, you say you want peace.
Honorable Minister, we need to go on a quick break now at this particular point. We'll come, and that will even allow you to calm down and listen again to that suggestion from this side that you should pick up that gauntlet.
You're not giving me power. But you're not saying I should
The president did so yesterday.
No, the president didn't. No.
Indirectly.
The president knows my position. The president knows I'm not this
kind of... The president indirectly put it at the leadership.
Do you know why obey the Supreme Court ruling?
Do you know why it should be irritating?
You will tell us when we come back from the break.
A president of a country will leave everything he was doing to mediate. A president, over 3 hours, sat down and brought out something, you come and sign. Are you accepting? Yes. Do you accept? Yes. Do you accept? Yes. Do you accept? Yes. They called National Security Advisor who signed on behalf of government. Yeah. And nobody had thought it deep. Look, this thing we signed. Why you? What has happened?
Honorable Minister,
why is that no peace?
We need to go on the break.
Talking about,
we need to go on break
do this. Nobody can box us into what we cannot do.
We need to go on break now. We'll be back in a few minutes to continue the chat. That will also allow you to at least calm down a little bit, sir. All right, we'll go on a break. We'll be right back.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends on TVC News.